Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel where we dive into those mind-bending stories that feel so real, you might just question your own timeline. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on these epic tales. Today, I've got something special, a story that's got it all. Heart-pounding suspense, the raw ache of growing up, twists through time, unbreakable family bonds, and that fierce drive to protect what's yours. It's inspired by those what-if moments we all have, but cranked up to 11. And trust me, once you start, you won't want to stop. So, grab your coffee, settle in, and let's jump right in. Picture this. It's a crisp autumn morning in 2024, right here in the heart of Chicago, Illinois. The wind's whipping off Lake Michigan, carrying that familiar chill that seeps into your bones if you're not careful. Our guy, Alex Harlan, is 32. But he feels like he's carrying the weight of a lifetime already. Alex isn't your typical hero, no capes or gadgets. Just a regular software engineer who's been grinding away at a mid-tier tech firm downtown. He's got that rumpled look, you know? Messy brown hair that's starting to gray at the temples way too early. Tired blue eyes from staring at screens all day. And a frame that's lean from forgetting to eat rather than hitting the gym. Alex lives in a cramped two-bedroom apartment in Wrigleyville. The kind where the walls are thin enough to hear your neighbor's arguments. His life's been on a downward spiral ever since that night 5 years ago. The one that shattered everything. His younger sister, Mia, only 20 at the time, got caught in a hit and run on her way home from college. The driver? Never found. Mia didn't make it, and the family? Well, they splintered like glass under a hammer. Mom drowned her grief in bottles. Dad buried himself in work until his heart gave out 2 years later from the stress. And Alex? He became the ghost in his own life, haunted by what-ifs. What if he'd picked her up that night? What if he'd convinced her to stay home? But here's where it gets wild, the hook that pulls you in and doesn't let go. One rainy evening, Alex is sorting through Dad's old stuff in the attic of their family home in the suburbs, a place he's been avoiding like the plague. Dust motes dance in the flashlight beam from his phone, and he's knee-deep in boxes of forgotten junk. Old photo albums, rusted tools, and then this weird antique mirror. It's not just any mirror. It's massive, framed in tarnished silver with intricate carvings that look like swirling timelines or maybe Celtic knots, hard to tell in the dim light. Dad had picked it up at some estate sale years back, called it a conversation piece, but never hung it up. Alex wipes away the grime, and as his reflection stares back, something shifts. The glass ripples like water, and for a split second, he sees not his tired face, but a younger version of himself, laughing with Mia at a family barbecue. He blinks and it's gone. Heart racing, he touches the surface, and zap, a jolt like static electricity shoots up his arm. But it's more than that. It's a pull, a whisper in his mind. With a sign, fix it, go back. What would you do if a mirror whispered secrets to you? Would you run or lean in closer? Alex leans in. That night, he drags the mirror back to his apartment, sets it up in his living room, and starts experimenting. First, nothing. He stares, he touches, he even yells at it like a madman. But then, on a whim, he thinks about that fateful night, visualizes it hard. Every detail. The rain-slicked streets, Mia's red umbrella bobbing in the crowd. The mirror hums, the air thickens, and suddenly, he's falling through time. He lands hard on wet pavement, disoriented, the world spinning. It's 2019 again. He knows because there's a billboard advertising a movie that hasn't been out in years. His phone's gone, replaced by an older model in his pocket. Panic sets in. Is this real? Can he change things? And more importantly, what happens if he messes it up? As Alex stumbles toward Mia's college dorm, suspense builds like a storm cloud. He spots her leaving, umbrella in hand, and his heart pounds. But wait, there's a shadow following her. Someone in a dark coat. Is it the driver or something worse? Alex freezes. If he intervenes too soon, does he risk erasing his own future? The questions swirl as he tails her. Every step a tightrope walk between hope and dread. This is just the beginning, folks. If the story's got you hooked, and I know it has, hit that like button right now to show some love. and share it with a friend who loves a good time twist. It helps the channel grow, and trust me, you'll want more. Now, quick question to keep you engaged. If you could go back 5 years, what one thing would you change? Drop it in the comments below. Alex reaches Mia just as she's about to cross the street. "Hey, sis," he says, voice cracking. She turns, surprised but smiling. "Alex, what are you doing here?" He pulls her into a hug, buying time, but that shadow lingers at the edge of his vision. The night's far from over, and the real danger? It's only starting to unfold. He convinces her to grab coffee instead of heading straight home. They sit in a dingy diner, neon lights buzzing overhead, and for the first time in years, Alex feels alive. Mia chats about her classes, her dreams of becoming a journalist, exposing corruption in the city. Alex nods, but his mind races. How does this work? Is he stuck here? And what about the ripple effects? As they leave, the hit-and-run moment approaches, the exact intersection. Alex's palms sweat. He scans the traffic, spots a black sedan idling suspiciously. Is that the one? He grabs Mia's arm, steering her away. "Let's take the long way," he mutters. But the sedan revs, tires screeching. Chaos erupts. In the scramble, Alex pushes Mia out of harm's way, taking a glancing blow himself. Pain explodes in his shoulder, but he's alive. And so is she. Sirens wail in the distance as he blacks out. The mirrors pull, yanking him back to 2024. He wakes on his apartment floor, gasping. The mirror's still there, unchanged. But his phone buzzes. A text from Mia? No, that can't be. He checks. It's from Mom, saying Mia's coming over for dinner tomorrow. Wait, Mia's alive? The future's shifted. But as he looks around, things are different, subtler but wrong. His apartment's nicer, but empty. Dad's photo on the wall shows him older. Alive? No, the obituary's gone from his drawer. Suspense thickens. What else changed? Alex rushes to the family home, heart in his throat. Mom's sober, gardening out front. "Alex, honey, you're early," she calls. Dad's inside, watching the game. And Mia? She's there, engaged, planning a wedding. But Alex feels a void. In this new timeline, he's the outsider, the one who drifted away. That night, staring at the mirror, he realizes. Saving Mia cost him his closeness to the family. He's protected them, but at what price? And worse, that shadow from the past. It wasn't the driver. It was someone familiar, someone from their circle. Who? The mystery gnaws at him. First off, huge thanks for all the likes and shares on the last one. You guys are legends. If you haven't yet, pause real quick, like this video, and subscribe for more stories that hit you right in the feels. These tales don't write themselves, and your support keeps them coming. Back to Alex. It's been a week since his first jump, and the new reality's settling in like an ill-fitting coat. Chicago feels the same, bustling streets, the L rumbling overhead, but his family's thriving without him in the center. Mia's wedding plans dominate dinner conversations. Dad's coaching Little League again. Mom's volunteering at the local shelter. Alex smiles through it, but inside, he's unraveling. He's the protector who sacrificed his place. Question for you. Have you ever fixed something only to break it worse? Think about it while we dive deeper. Alex can't shake the shadow from that night. In this timeline, the hit and run never happened, or did it? He digs into old news clippings at the library, fingers smudged with ink. Turns out, the driver was caught in this version. A guy named Victor Klein, a shady accountant with ties to the family's old neighbor. Wait, their neighbor? Alex's blood runs cold. Mr. Klein lived next door when they were kids, always creepy, watching Mia too closely. Coming of age hits hard here. Alex remembers his teen years. Awkward, rebellious, clashing with Dad over everything. But now, with hindsight, he sees how those fights built him. In this fixed future, he's softer, less driven, because the tragedy that forged his resolve never occurred. He's got to go back further, to the root. The mirror calls to him like an addiction. He preps this time. Notes on key events, a backpack with essentials. Focusing on 2010, when he was 18, the year Klein moved in. The ripple hits, And he's their high school senior, acne and all, in his old bedroom with posters of bands long forgotten. The air smells like mom's pot roast, dad's yelling from downstairs about grades. Mia's 13, all braces and energy, practicing flute in her room. Alex, young Alex, feels the surge of memories colliding. He has to play it cool, blend in. Suspense builds as he watches Klein. The man's unpacking boxes, waving hello. But Alex spots something. Klein's got files, photos. Is he stalking? Alex sneaks over one night, heart hammering, picks the lock like he learned from online tutorials in the future. Inside, evidence, clippings about the Harlan family, notes on Mia's schedule. Klein's obsessed, planning something dark. Protection mode kicks in. Alex confronts Klein, but it's messy. A scuffle in the garage, tools clattering. Klein swings a wrench, Alex dodges, counters with a shove. Police sirens wail, neighbors called. Klein's arrested for assault, but Alex's fingerprints are everywhere. Back in 2024? Chaos. He returns to a timeline where Klein's in prison, Mia's safe, but Alex? He's got a juvenile record now which tanked his career. Family's intact, but strained. They blame him for the drama. Dad's distant, Mia's wary. The cycle's vicious. Each fix creates new cracks. Alex ages inwardly, the weight of timelines pressing down. He journals it all, pages filled with frantic scrawls. Hey, if this suspense is killing you like it is me, drop a comment. What's the biggest risk you'd take for family? And don't forget to share. Let's get this story trending. Alex is deeper now, a man adrift in his own history. Chicago's skyline mocks him from his window, unchanged yet utterly different each time. Family dinners feel like performances. He's the actor forgetting lines. Quick engagement question. If time travel meant losing parts of yourself, would you still do it? Ponder that. He targets 2005 next, when he was 13, true coming-of-age territory. Mia's 8, innocent as can be. The mirror transports him to a summer day, bike rides and ice cream. But Klein? He's not around yet. Alex realizes the obsession started earlier, at a family picnic where Klein met them as a colleague of Dad's. Alex, kid version, is shy, bullied at school. The trip forces him to confront his younger self's fears. He stands up to a tormentor, gains confidence that echoes forward. But meddling draws attention. Dad notices changes in his son. Suspects something off. Suspense peaks during a family camping trip in Michigan's woods. Alex slips away to sabotage Klein's car, prevent him from ever approaching. Branches snap underfoot, night creatures howl. He tampers with brakes, but guilt hits. Is he becoming the monster? Back in 2024. Success? Klein's accident derailed his path, never met the family. Mia's thriving, married with kids. But Alex? Erased from photos, in this line, he's adopted out after an incident. He's protected them, but lost his place entirely. The mirror's a curse now. Loneliness consumes him. He vows one last trip to fix himself. Alex's growth is palpable. He's wiser, scarred. Question. What's the ultimate price for protection? He jumps to 1992, his birth year. Chicago's grittier pre-gentrification. As a baby? No, he arrives as adult observer. He must influence without direct contact, notes left for parents, warnings about Klein. Suspense explodes, a paradox loop. Changing birth events risks erasure. Storms rage as time fights back. Literal tempests, visions of alternate selves. He saves the family from a house fire Klein caused in one timeline, but injures himself. Back. Family's golden. But Alex is a stranger, watching from afar. The climax. Mirror cracks, pulling him into a void of timelines. He battles echoes of mistakes, choosing sacrifice. Alex emerges in a balanced 2026. Family's whole bonds strong. He's grown, protecting without loss. The mirror shatters, lesson learned. Some things fix themselves through love. Question. What timeline would you guard? That's the story, real, raw, engaging. Thanks for watching. See you next time.